Hello people! So, life has been very crazy for these past 3 weeks, and since I was not in the mood to right now edit the SherlockCon exploration video, I'm just gonna talk to you, because that's what I do when I don't want to edit exploration videos. So this video is about my YouTube story. If you look at my YouTube channel, you can see that it was created on the 12th of September 2007. But I also distinctly remember that in the beginning, when I was on YouTube, I didn't have a channel. So I've probably been around ever since early 2007-ish. Been a long time. I've been around for a while now. I distinctly remember that I originally set up my channel so that I could watch censored videos that were restricted to over 18-year-olds. And the video that I wanted to watch specifically was the music video to Junge by Die Ärzte. I started watching Cold Mirror when I was really young. Cold Mirror is a German YouTuber from Bremen who used to make parodies of the Harry Potter movies. As a 14-year-old, I really enjoyed these parodies, and I can still quote them. YouTube looked very different at that time, and I actually remember it pretty well. Cold Mirror's page, for example, was black because back at that time you could still decide which color you wanted to choose for the background of your page. On the one side you had this column where you had a picture and the name, age, where you were from, and a little description. And this is completely lost by now, which I really hate, because especially the part where it stated your home country would be nice, because that gives a lot of context. Today, the most important thing on YouTube for me personally are the Nerf fighters. And it's actually a very interesting story how I became one, because it didn't start that early. How I actually got to be in this whole community thing was basically initiated by Wizard Rock, because I remember that I watched End of an Era by Oliver Boyd and the Remembrance before the 7th book actually came out. So that was early 2007-ish. Ever since then, I've been watching Wizard Rock. And the first Wizard Rock bands that I listened to were Drake and the Malfoys and the Puzzlemouth, actually. And then very soon the Morning Merles. So Christina and Lauren have been in my life for a long time. I know that I watched Charlie before I started watching Vlogbrothers. I know that because I remember that in one of his videos he said that he was invited by John Green to meet him and did that rather than going to meet the Queen. And I didn't understand at the time, and I wondered who that John Green was. I remember that in 2007 I saw Accio Deathly Hallows on the front page, and I clicked it and I watched it, and it didn't impress me that much. Seriously, I could kick my butt right now that I didn't just go on watching the Vlogbrothers from that point. That's how long I've been around and didn't know who the Vlogbrothers were. I actually don't remember why I started watching the Vlogbrothers or what the first video was. I definitely remember that when I started watching the Vlogbrothers, Henry was not yet born. And since he was born on the 20th of January 2010, I am pretty sure that I started watching late 2009-ish. On to me making YouTube videos. You can go back and see when I started putting up these videos, which was about a few months ago. However, I did upload other videos before I started uploading these videos. Of course, there is the Project for Awesome video from 2011 when I decided to do it. My first videos that I uploaded are actually no longer on this website, but essentially imagine a very crappy camera. Imagine it turned, because for some reason I thought that filming this way instead of this way was the right thing to do. It was also filmed in sepia, and I don't even know what we did in that video. Another video that I put up in 2008 was a music video for the song Mondlicht by Thomas Hahn, which is actually still on my channel, but it's not listed. And the other videos that I remember are 2 videos that are these kinds of picture slideshow with music underneath, and I'm telling you a story about Harry Potter videos. One was a video with Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton, and the story of Tonks and Lupin. And the second one, I now remember, was a video about Draco Malfoy with Hot by Avril Lavigne, which was essentially just a slideshow, but I thought it was great, and everyone did that at the time, and that was 2007. It was a very popular video. I don't know why, but for some reason we turned fanfiction into videos, and if you were really fancy, and those were the videos that were actually really popular at the time, they had clips from the movies in them. Today, that would not be possible because YouTube is really harsh with the copyright right by now. But at that time, copyright was not an issue because YouTube didn't care and the people didn't care since YouTube was not that big a deal at that time. But by now, these videos would have been taken down anyway, so I took them down. But yeah, those were the first videos that I put up. I actually have been wanting to put myself out there ever since I started watching YouTube videos, but I never dared to. By now, I'm not going to be famous, and I think that was the problem. Even though I wanted to be someone on YouTube, and that was something that I dreamed of, I was also afraid that it might happen. I was afraid that people might watch my videos. I think that by now, I got over that, because today, no one is getting famous anymore. It's not gonna happen, so I don't care. So I can just put myself out there and be in my little corner and have my friends watch my videos and be content with doing that. However, I do regret that I didn't start earlier, because it's really fun and it's really not that big a deal. And I'm happy that you guys are watching, and I am very grateful that you are actually watching, because it is something that I really love and I really enjoy. So I'm just gonna leave you with that. And soon, I will hopefully have an end card. End card! Yay! Not today though. Don't have time. Gonna go eat and then watch Bones with Kerstin, and then go to a fancy dinner with the Nerdfighters, and then watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I go to bed. Because that's gonna be midnight. Life is hard. Life is exhausting. But I wouldn't want it any other way. Bye! She wanted to write, and her last login date, and the videos she watched, and her name, age, city, and country, and also her interests, and movies, and music, and